recording. Yes. So in last class, we have gone through the RMAN. What is a recovery manager? So what is a RMAN client? What is a RMAN catalog? So what is the RMAN channels? So how can we increase the channel? If we increase the number of channels, the performance of RMAN will be increasing. What is a backup piece and what is a backup set? So what is what is a parameters? How can we see how to change it? So we have seen all these things. So we have gone through the each parameter. What is retention policy? What is a backup optimization? What is a default device type to disk? So control file auto backup, maximum size unlimited. So this and all we have gone through. So I've just shared this document to you, so you can go through this. So if you want, I can quickly tell the parameters, explain about the parameters. So we have, if we go to this, see here guys, how to connect to the RMAN target database. If you give the echo $ Oracle SID, it will show what is the current SID is using. So if you give the SQL plus, I can connect to the dev database now. And the same way, if I want to connect to the dev database using the RMAN, so it's just simple like RMAN target slash. That's all. So it will connect to the dev database. So here in the RMAN prompt, so once I connect to the RMAN, the RMAN prompt will come like this till here. So if we give show all there, it will show us the all parameters what we are using currently. So when I say the parameters, the configuration. So what is the backup location? What is the number of channels we are using? What is the redundancy and retention? So let's go one by one. So when I say the retention means, so retention means nothing but how many backups we have to keep. How many backups we have to keep, RMAN will keep. So suppose I have 1 week of backup. If we set the redundancy to 1, so it will keep only last backup. So remaining all are not useful to recovery. So similarly, control file auto backup on, or if we give the control file auto backup on means it will automatically, whenever we run the RMAN backup, it will automatically take the backup of control file. So here default type device type to disk. So there is two types. One is disk and another one is tape. So if we are using local storage, server storage, we can give the disk. So if we are using the network storage, we can configure with the tape. Default of device type to tape we can give. And then control file auto backup location we can give. Location here we can give. And then parallelism. So if we increase the parallelism to 3, 4, so RMAN will parallelly run the activity or operation whatever we give, so that it will speed up the activity. Then we have we can limit the max size of the backup piece. Okay. Then we can configure a snapshot of control files. A snapshot is nothing but again it's a backup of control file. That's all. So these are the explanation about these things. So if you go here, I've just written the explanation in terms of theory. So later you can go through this. So here I've connected to the RMAN target database. If I give show all, so here I can see all my configuration regarding RMAN with respect to dev database. So here I've configured the backup location here, snapshot of control file. Then if you see, I've configured my backup location here. Hash media, VM shared, backup folder. Then I've given some backup name. So here I'll show you. Exit df-kh to see the list of mount points we are having in the system. So here I have my shared folder, right? Here I have my shared folder. I go to this, here ls-lrt. Here I have so much of things, okay? Then here I have backup folder. Here I have some backup. I'll remove everything now. ls-lrt, it's empty now. Right now I'm in this location, media, sfvm shared and backup folder. And here I've configured the media sf shared backup folder. So it is a backup name. So whatever I take the backup name comes with the prefix of dev backup / percentage of u means it will give some unique name. That's all. Unique name to the backup pieces. So if I want to change this location to somewhere, it's a simple command. It's just like this. Okay. So if I want to change this to here I have the space. Okay. And then here I will give some back folder cd backup ls 0. So if you want to change my backup location to this location, it's simple command like configure default type device disk format. This is I can give. So if I want to, if you want some customized backup name, you can give. Okay. Suppose if I want to give dev backup underscore percentage of u means the backup names will comes with the prefix of dev bkp underscore, then it will assign some unique name. And then max piece size is 8 GB. You can give whatever you want, 1 GB or 2 GB or anything. So it's a simple command. If I want to run, go here, go to the rman, then just run it. So here syntax error found format. This so here configure channel device type disk format. Double quotes on if I get the same error. Okay. Or else if I give like this, see the configuration has been changed. Configure channel device type disk format, and I've given the new location. So if I give show all now, you can see that I've changed the backup location. I've changed the backup location, right? This is how you can change the backup location of your database. So you can choose your custom location. I mean, wherever you have some storage, wherever you have some space, you can give that particular location to back up your database. So I'll take back the changes. So till here, and then what was my previous location? I'll go with like this. So I'll give show all now. So my backup location has been changed, and here also I will change control file backup location. Okay, perfect. Show all. So this is done. Now how to take the backup of database. Now let's see the how to take the backup of database. So let's come from scratch. So you connected to the server. Now you see the which and all databases are running in the server, PSF and EF, Demon. So I see dev is running in this. So I want to take the dev database backup. So you have to export the Oracle SID as a dev. Okay. So since I've already exported, I'll just see whether it has been exported or not. I'm just ending with echo command. So it's already exported. Now I'll connect to the arman target slash uh, arman target slash. So my backup location is this, right? So the FFNKH. Here I have the backup folder. LSF and LRT. It's a empty. My backup location is this. You can check it from show all command from the arman. So here I have connected to the dev database with arman. Simply, if you give backup database, it will take the backup of whole database. It will take the backup of whole database. And if you go and see here, LSF and LRT, previously it was empty. Now it is some backup pieces are loading. See, the backup has been done. The backup has been done. So here, if you check, the backup comes with a prefix of dev underscore backup, and here some unique name it came. That's what I showed you, percentage of you in parameter here, right? This is the process of taking up the backup of database. This is the process of taking up the backup of database. So this is the backup piece, and it is starting from C. So it is a backup of control file. It's the backup of control file. Now let's see the types of backups what we have in Oracle. Types of backups. So here we have a two types of backups. Two types of ARM backups. One is full backup. Another one is incremental backup. One is full backup. Another one is incremental backup. So what do you mean by full backup is, so full backup is nothing but it's a process of taking up the backup of database, whole database. So when you give the backup database, it will back up the whole database. So what is the incremental backups? So in incremental backups, we have level 0, level 1, and level 2 backups. So I'll explain what is one by one. So here it's a big RMAN backup types. So here we have full backups. Second one is incremental backups. Full database backups and incremental backups. So what is a full backup? So full backup is nothing but it's the whole database backup. It's a process of taking whole database backup. Full database backup. And then we have incremental backup. Here we have some subtypes. Those are called level 0 backups, level 1 backup, level 0 backup and level 1 backup. Level 1 backup. And again in level 1 backup, we have two types of backups. In level 1 backup, we have two types of backups. First one is cumulative backup. Cumulative incremental backup. Cumulative backup. And then differential backup. So remember this, guys, we have two types of RMAN backups. One is full backups and incremental backups. And when it comes to the incremental backup, there are two types, level 0 and level 1 backup. So in level 1 backup, we have two types, cumulative backup and differential backup. So are you clear on this, right? Now let's go one by one. So full database backup, full backup is nothing but it's a backup of full database. So the syntax for this is RMAN backup database, right? RMAN backup database. This is the syntax for full backup. Now let's see incremental backup. So here we have an incremental backup. Here level 0, level 1. Okay. Level 0 and level 1. So what do you mean by level 0 backup? Level 0 backup is a nothing but full database backup only, but it will be act as a parential backup for next incremental backup. So listen properly. Level 0 backup is nothing but full database backup, but it will act as a parential backup for next incremental backup. It will act as a parential backup for next incremental backup. So what it means exactly? Let's see. Suppose here is our database on Sunday you have, let's assume on Sunday you have taken the level 0 backup. On Sunday you have taken the level 0 backup. Okay. On Sunday you have taken the level 0 backup. So and then there has been some changes after you took the backup. So again, there was a requirement. Again, there was a requirement to take the backup of Monday. To take the backup in Monday. So at that time, we will use the incremental backups. So let's say level 1. Let's say level 1 backup on Monday. One backup on Monday. So it will take only changes made after recent level 0 backup. It won't take the entire whole database backup. It will take the blocks or changes that made after recent level 0 backup. That is the call. That's why we call it's an incremental backup. Incremental backup means level 0 backup has already taken. Now, if you want to take the database again tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or next day, so we will use a level 1 incremental backup to save the storage and to save the time. So Sunday level 0 backup we've taken. So there's nothing but whole database backup. And if I give the incremental backup on Monday, it will take the only changes that made from recent level 0 backup. And if I give the level 1 incremental backup on Tuesday, it will take the changes made from recent level 0 backup. Like this. So you guys understood this concept? Full backup and incremental backups.
Yeah.
I think it's clear, right? Okay. So
so if we do full backup, like suppose let's take if I done full backup today,
okay.
Can I add the existing, like if I make any changes to the database or something like that, then I can proceed for incremental, right?
So that's why you can take the incremental only if you take the level 0 backup previously. When you give this command, right, it doesn't involve in incremental scenario.
Okay.
This full backup doesn't involve in incremental backup scenarios. So it's a just backing up the database. That's all.
Sure.
So when it comes to incremental backup, so if you include the level 0 term in the backup, I'll show you the syntaxes. Okay, I have in document.
Yeah.
So if you include level 0 backup, so it will be useful for next backups, next incremental backups. So when you perform the next incremental backup, it will refer to previous level 0 backup. So it doesn't refer the full backups. I mean, which was not part of incremental scenarios, right? So clear on this, or any doubts still? I'll be happy to clear your doubts if you have anything. All right, then we'll move to the document. So see here, if you see, we have a full backups and incremental backups. A full backup is different from whole database backup. Full backup is it's a backup of whole database. Includes every used data block in file. RMAN copies all blocks into a backup set or image copy. So it's a basically full backup. A full backup cannot be a part of incremental backup strategy. It cannot be parent for subsequent incremental backups. As I told, it's just a database full backup. So coming to the incremental backups, so we have level 0 backup, which includes every block in the data file, and level 1 backups. So that is nothing but child backups, child incremental backups. So level 1 is nothing but which includes the only those blocks that have been changed since a previous backup. Okay. So a level 0 incremental backup is nothing but again, it's a identical full backup. The only different is level 0 backup can be used as a base for the level 1 backup. The level 0 backup can be used as a base for level 1 backup. But full database backup cannot be used as a base for level 1 backup. Right? So how can you take the backup of incremental? So incremental backup specified through a keyword called incremental. Keyword called incremental. So in full backups, we just given the backup database. So we never use the incremental term or keyword in that particular command. But if you want to take the incremental backup scenarios, we have to include the keyword called incremental. So then you can specify whether it is level 0 backup or level 1 backup. Excuse me. Right? So this is the scenario. Excuse me. So here, if you want to take the level 0 backup of database, which is nothing but full backup, incremental level 0 database. Backup incremental level 0 database. That's it. So that it can be act as a parent shell or base of next incremental backups. Suppose you issue this command on Sunday. Now, if you want to take the only blocks that have been changed from this backup, you can issue this command on Monday, so that it will takes the only that particular blocks those have been changed since this backup has been initiated. So suppose I've created one table after this backup has been done, it will back up the only that particular table. It won't take the backup of whole database, so that it can save some storage and time, lot of time. So you understood the advantages of incremental backups, right? So here I told two more things. In level 1, we have cumulative backup and differential backup. Cumulative backups and differential backup. So by default, when we give the backup incremental level 1 database, so by default it is a differential backup. So what is a differential backup? What is a differential backup? So suppose, where is my point? On Monday, I've given the level 1 backup. On Monday, I've given the level 1 backup. And again, Tuesday, I'll give the level 1 backup. So it's on Tuesday, remember. On Tuesday, I've given the. So it's on Tuesday. So again, on Tuesday, it will take the only that particular changes that has been made from recent level 1 backup. So level 1 backup performed on Monday 12 p.m. So after 12 p.m. onwards, whatever changes has been done to the database, it will take the backup of only that particular changes. It will take the backup of only that particular changes. So basically here it is looking for recent level 1 backup. It is looking for recent level 1 backup. If previous level 1 backup is not there, then it will take the backup from level 0 backup. I mean, the changes that has been made after recent level 0 backup, it will back up the particular changes. So basically, it's the order of a differential backup is first it will look for the previous level 1 backup. If level 1 backup has been there, then it will back up the only changes that has been made after level 1 backup. If level 1 backup is there, look for the level 0 backup, then it will take the backups of changes made after level 0 backup. That's a concept of differential backup. So what is a cumulative backup? So cumulative backup doesn't look for the previous level 1 backup. So it always look for the level 0 backup. So let's take on Wednesday, I run the cumulative backup. On Wednesday, I'll run the cumulative level 1 backup. So it doesn't look for the previous level 1 backup. So it always takes the backup of changes that has been made from level 0. It will skips it skips the level 1 backup data. It always backups the data which has been made from level 0. So you guys understood? So there is a two types of level 1 backups. One is cumulative and another one is differential. Differential is the default one when we issue the level 1 backup. Cumulative is we have to explicitly give the cumulative command while we have to take it. So the theoretically the difference is differential backup will look for the previous level 1 backup, then it will back up the data from level 1 if it is present. So if level 1 is not there, then it will look for the level 0. It will back up the changes that has been done after level 0 backup. But whereas cumulative, it doesn't care about the previous level 1 backup, whether it has been taken or not. It will directly look for the level 0 backup. It will take the backup of changes only that has been made after level 0 backup. Here I have issued this. So the default one is this one. It will look for the most recent incremental backup, either level 1 or level 0. But whereas cumulative backup, all the blocks changed after the most recent backup at level 0. It doesn't look for the level 1. It doesn't look for the level 1. So how can you take the cumulative backup is backup incremental level 1 cumulative keyword you are using. Cumulative keyword you have to use. That's all. So these are the three commands we use in the incremental backup strategies. Backup incremental level 0 database. It's a nothing but full database. It's a nothing but backup of full database, but it will act as a parent for next incremental backup. So if you want to take the incremental level 1 backup incremental level 1 database, so it will takes the backup changes that has been made after this backup. So if you want to take the cumulative backup incremental level 1 cumulative database. Cumulative database. So these are the three commands you have to remember. So I think it's a very easy. So anyone feels the difficult here? Level 0, level 1 and cumulative, or conceptual wise, understanding wise, you please be clear on this. If you have any doubts, just ask me now. It's your time. No? Okay, all right. So then here I've just added some scenarios for your practice purpose. I'll explain these scenarios, but you have to practice this practically. So this is how you take the backup incremental level 0 backup incremental level 0 table space. So you can run the incremental backups on database level or table space level also. But in real time scenarios, we don't use these things and all. But just for your knowledge, I'm just included this here. So in real times, we don't take the any table space level backups. But for your scenarios, you have to know that there we can take the incremental level backups on the table space level also. We can take the incremental backups on table space level also. At the same time, we can take the incremental backups on data file level also. But in real time, we don't use all these things. We always take the backup of on database level. Right? So it's just some scenarios you can go through. And this is for cumulative backups. So you practice on the database things. You forget about the table space and all, since we don't use in real time. But if you want to gain some knowledge, you can go through this. So these are the things. So any questions or any doubts? Okay, then I'll write you are clear on this. So then there is a one more concept called blockchain tracking. There is one more concept called blockchain tracking. So what is this? So basically blockchain tracking is the one method it is used to increase the backup time of database. So we know that we can increase it by increasing the number of channels. So it is nothing but parallelism. Okay, but there is a one more thing which is effectively useful in the backup time. That is nothing but blockchain tracking by enabling the blockchain tracking. So what it is, how this works. So here we have, whenever I have the level 0 backup, so that I have level 1 backup. So when I run the level 1 backup, the RMAN will scans the all the blocks of data files, and it will back up the only that particular box that have been changed from recent backup, right? So it will takes the backup of only particular blocks that has been changed from level 0 backup. But it will scans the all blocks, whether it has been modified or not, whether it has been changed or not. But if you enable the blockchain tracking, so it will it doesn't scans the whole database or whole blocks again. So whenever there is a changes, that change will be recorded in that particular file. Whenever you run the RMAN backup, only that particular blocks will be backed up. It doesn't scans the whole blocks. It directly see the data from, it will directly fetch the data from changed blocks, information from the blockchain tracking file. So it's some kind of interview question. How can you increase the performance of RMAN backup? By enabling the blockchain tracking. What is a blockchain tracking? So it will stops the RMAN to scan the all blocks when we initiate the incremental backups. It will check for the file blockchain tracking file for the blocks which have been changed. That's all. So how can you enable this? It's a just from SQL level alter database enable blockchain tracking using file. You just give somewhere. Suppose if I give like this, if you go here, plus DBA. Enable blockchain tracking using file slash home slash worker. I'll give some underscore blockchain tracking file dot cdl. You can give whatever extension you want. Database alter. I go to the home. So you see here, there is one file is created. So this file will capture all the changed blocks, So whenever you run the RMAN incremental backup again, it will refer this particular files for changed blocks. It doesn't scan the whole database or whole data blocks. So it will refer here It will take the information from this file. So it will back up only that particular changed blocks, so that it will increase the, it can increase the performance of RMAN backup. We can reduce the RMAN backup time. That's the concept of this. So any questions or any doubts so far? It's your time. So let's quickly recall the topics which we have covered. So RMAN backups. What is a RMAN full form? It's a recovery manager. What is the use of this? It used to backup and restore the databases. So we haven't touched the restore it. So we concentrated on backups as of today. So what are the types of RMAN database backups? We have full database backup and incremental backups. What is the difference between full database backup and incremental backup? Full database doesn't involve in incremental strategy. So it's nothing but processing of whole data, backup of whole database. When it comes to the incremental database, we have another two types of incremental backups. One is level 1 and another one is level 0 and level 1. Level 0 incremental backup is nothing but again full database backup, but it will act as a parental or base for next incremental backups. Coming to the level 1, again we have two types of level 1 backups, cumulative and differential. By default, RMAN will use the differential backup. So differential backup is nothing but it will look for the most recent incremental backup, whether it is level 1 or level 0. But whereas cumulative backup will look for the only level 0 backups. We have to give the external keyword called cumulative if you want to take the cumulative backups. So that's the thing we have covered. So what is the syntax of incremental backup? Backup incremental level 0. So if I go here, backup incremental level 0 backup. So I'm taking this backup at 848. Now, if I connect to the SQL Plus /s DBA. Now, if I create or modify or update any tables or blocks, okay, let me show you. Now, if I create table tab 1 as select r from DBA underscore users. So now I have created one table. To back up this table in RMAN, but again, I cannot run the full database backup, right? So it is a time consuming process. So after this backup, I have made this change in my database. So if I want to backup only this change, now I'll give the incremental backup. Now I'll give the backup incremental level 1 backup. So that it will takes the only blocks that has been changed after this backup. So what was changed? Only one table was created. So whenever this table is created, the data blocks associated with this particular user and table space, only that particular blocks will be changed and it will back up only that. That's the use of backup incremental level 1 backup. So what is the use of cumulative backup? So again, if I give the backup incremental level 1, it will take from the here. Suppose if I create the table T2 here, so now if I give this backup incremental level 1 database, so it will backup all the blocks that regarding to the recent changes that has been made in database. So the recent changes tab, we created table to that. So that's the differential backup. If I give the cumulative backup, like this, it doesn't care about the previous level 1 backup. So where the table 1 has been backed up. So it always takes the backup from level 0. So level 0 onwards, we have created table 1 and then table 2, table 1 and table 2. So it will back up all those things that has been changed after recent level 0 backup. So this is the thing you have to know about the cumulative and differential backups. So I hope you guys will go through these documents and you can practice these things. So if you have any questions, you can ask now. So you are feeling this is a bit advanced topic, right? So any questions, guys? If you don't have anything, I think we can wind up today. Let's discuss about the restore tomorrow. But these are the topics where you have to focus much. All right then. So if you have no doubts, I think we can wind up.
Okay, man.
Okay. All right. So bye guys. Take care. Good day.